Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Chris Toyfer. In today's episode, we'll be going over Mortal Kombat Reptile from Storm Collectibles. As always, we'll go over the articulation, the accessories, we'll do a little posing. I'll even compare him to the McFarlane's Reptile from their MK2 Classic collection. And you can decide if this is a figure that you want to pick up. So, let's review this figure. For those of you who are inbox collectors, you get a few pictures of the figure, pictures with the accessories. You do get some text right here. On the one side, you get a picture of the figure in a pose, Storm Collectibles, and the logo on the top there. In the front, same thing, bigger version of the logo, Storm Collectibles here. On the side here, you get a half picture. And then if you angle it like this, you get the full picture. So if you have multiple of these boxes and you angle them up like this, you're going to get the picture. It'll look nice, but I'm not really sure of who's going to display their figure that way. If you are going to keep it in the box, it does come with this piece of plastic over the figure, which kind of distorts what the figure looks like. So in my opinion, probably not the best figure to keep in the box. Better to take it out and pose it that way. First accessory that Reptile comes with is his orb, so you can put him in a fighting pose. It does also come with a stand, a clear stand where you can peg into there, so you can just kind of have it float and then pose the figure around it in a fighting pose. Next accessory is his tongue, and if you can see, there is a little sculpt work on it, all one color. And this you can slot into the reptile mouth and again pose it like it's going to attack someone. He also comes with his acid shot that you can pose into the mouth as well. Looks like he's spitting that acid, one of his attacks in the game. The next accessory that he's going to come with is the reptile head sculpt. It is sculpted very well. It does look scaly all over. Some shading that goes with it. It does have a realistic look for a reptile. The jaw does articulate. It opens and closes, so you can go for that look as well. The small tongue you can remove, and then that's where you can insert the larger tongue or the acid shot piece to go for whatever look you're trying to achieve there. It does come with a hood that attaches on here, so if you want to go for that look as well. Difficult getting it on, but once it's on, it is snug. But it does look pretty good. And he does come with a good variety of hands. So 2 open palm, good paint applications, good detail too. I mean, you can see the fingernails and the crease marks for the skin. Comes with 2 open splayed hands. Same thing, good paint application, good detail. And he comes with 2 closed fists. And as you can see, that a little bit messy on the paint application, but good sculpting. And then he comes with 2 open fists. To compare it with what comes with the McFarlane version, on the left here, we have the Storm Collectibles, and on the right, we have the McFarlane Closed Fist. There is a difference in skin tone, as you can see. Also, the hand guard, a little different just because of the aesthetic of the figure. A little bit smaller, but detail is there as well. The acid shot that comes with the Storm is on the left. The acid shot that comes with McFarlane is on the right. It is much smaller. It is not translucent. It's like a frosted plastic. I think it gets the point across. Not as detailed though. The Storm Collectibles, you do get the orb. With the McFarlane, you get the start of the orb. So essentially this becomes this. You can slot the 2 hands into there, the open hands, where it'll go into. Again, a different kind of green. They both get the point across. I do like them both. It would have been nice if the McFarlane came with this piece as well. And then comparison of the head sculpts. The left is the Storm Collectibles, the right is the McFarlane. The hood on the Storm one is removable, where it is not removable on the McFarlane. But it does have good sculpt work on both of them. They both look really nice. The one addition to the McFarlane that I do like is the yellow around the eye. It does make it look a little more sinister. I'm not sure if that's accurate to the game or not, but as far as eyes, I think this one takes the win. As far as everything else, this is the better molder version. All right, so standing the two figures side by side, the Storm Collectibles on the left and the McFarlane on the right, you can see they are the same size. They do go for a different look. The Storm Collectibles goes for more that MK trilogy look on the left, and the McFarlane goes for more that Mortal Kombat 2 MK2 classic look. The McFarlane version is the 2-pack with Liu Kang, so that's why you get the translucent legs on the normal one. It is sculpted black and green to match the color, but to get all the accessories, you need to get that 2-pack, and that's where you get a little more bang for your buck. Whether you're choosing if you're going to pick them both up, I think you should. I do like them both, but if you're only going to pick up one, I think it comes down to personal preference. Again, the McFarlane comes from the MK2, the classic, whereas the Storm is more of that Mortal Kombat trilogy look. All right, let's go over the articulation. Storm Collectibles, everything is nice and smooth. So the head actually doesn't really look up at all. It only goes down that much. I would actually mention the mask does come off. Very little side tilt. It does go all the way around though. So the arm can come up all the way around. This is a softer plastic for the gi, so you can go all the way around. There is a small butterfly joint. You can go forward and back. Swivel at the bicep. It is restricted because of the tricep on the back here, on how much swivel you can get. Double bend in the elbows, so you could have a really good bend there. Ball joint for the wrist. And it does rotate. Same with both sides. The ab crunch, you get about that much backwards. It's restricted by the gi. And then you do get a good amount forwards. You get a nice gap there, but you do get a decent ab crunch. Very little swivel, again restricted by the gi. The legs come up to there. They come out to basically a full split. You can get some rotation at the hip, double bend in the knee, and it does look pretty good. And then for the foot, you can get forward and back, kind of restricted on the down, get side to side, you get a swivel, and then you get to articulation. And again, that is the same for the other side as well. Forgot to mention T-pose. You can get up to about there. For whatever reason, if I go up a little higher on this left arm, it keeps on popping out. You could pop it back in, but there is restriction from the gi, so freely you can get up to there. The last thing I'm going to mention is going back over articulation for the head. There's actually another double ball joint in there, so you actually do get better range of motion at the neck there, but it is restricted because of the black gi piece here. So you do get a much better head articulation. Definitely a big improvement if you know how to articulate it there. Here we have Reptile in a fighting pose. Here's a pose of Reptile shooting the acid shot. It's very easy to slot this in and out. Something I did notice is if you're going to use the Reptile head, unless it's just not sitting down on mine or I'm just not putting it in all the way, you are going to get some gapping there. Not noticeable from the front, as you can see, and then you get more articulation in the head, but you do notice it right there. There he is with his orb accessory. Looks pretty realistic. My final thoughts on the figure. It's a really good figure. If you have the money, because it is going to run close to that $100 range, definitely pick it up. If you're not into the Reptile MK3 trilogy look, then don't get it. Go with the McFarlane version. That's a pretty good figure for a much cheaper price. But if you do, and you have or you collect the line, because those Sub-Zero and Scorpions, even the other characters, they're pretty pricey. They're up there. Definitely a line to collect and definitely a figure to have. So leave in the comments. Let me know what you think. Do you have it? Do you not like it? Are you picking it up? Did you pass on it? Let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next Chris Toyfer.